Today, we'll explore one of fantasy's most iconic creatures, the Basilisk. We're breaking down its stats and showing you creative ways to bring this fearsome beast into your game. Let's start with the basics. Most versions of the Basilisk in role-playing games, inspired by classics like Dungeons & Dragons, come with some distinct features. Being a medium unaligned monstrosity, the Basilisk has a natural armor of 15, 52 hit points, and a movement speed of 20 feet. It has 60 feet of dark vision and a passive perception of 9, with a proficiency bonus of +2. Its main attack, a bite, has a +5 to hit, a reach of 5 feet, and can hit one target for 10 2d6 +3 piercing damage, +7 2d6 poison damage. However, its main attack, Petrifying Gaze, is a deadly ability that forces an opponent to make a Constitution saving throw. Failure can result in a terrifying state of paralysis and eventually petrification, which will last until freed by the Greater Restoration spell or other strong magic. Incorporating the Basilisk into your game can set the stage for intense encounters. Here are several ways to use its abilities to your advantage as a dungeon master or an inventive storyteller. The Lurking Menace. Place the Basilisk in confined corridors or an ancient crypt. Its limited movement forces players to strategize around its deadly gaze using mirrors, distractions, or magical protection to avoid turning into stone. Puzzle element in encounters. Integrate puzzles where players must decipher clues or find counter enchantments to nullify or bypass its gaze. This encourages creativity beyond brute force fighting. Environmental hazards. Design areas within your campaign where the Basilisk's presence alters the very nature of their surroundings. Its petrifying effect might extend to fauna and flora, creating eerie, partially frozen landscapes that add atmosphere and challenge. Boss fight with a twist. Use the Basilisk as a mini-boss with phases. In one phase, rely on its physical attacks. In another, create tension where even a brief, uncontrolled glance can turn a character into a living statue. This duality keeps the players on their toes. While traditional stats might provide a solid foundation, don't be afraid to tweak your Basilisk to fit your narrative needs. Consider these ideas. Increase its saving throw difficulty or add additional elemental damage, turning it into a greater threat for higher level parties. Perhaps the Basilisk is vulnerable to specific magic types or has a hidden lair where ancient relics can neutralize its power temporarily. Or maybe your Basilisk isn't evil by nature. Instead, it might be guarding a cursed treasure, its petrifying gaze, a defensive reaction fueled by centuries of isolation. With its distinctive stat block and tactical versatility, the Basilisk isn't a creature to be feared. It's a tool for unlocking memorable encounters and narrative depth in your role-playing game. Whether you're building an epic boss fight or an environmental puzzle, mastering the Basilisk's mechanics can elevate your campaign to legendary status. Embrace the myth, harness the stats, and let your creativity pave the way for new adventures that will leave your players spellbound. Share your Basilisk tales in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe for more fantasy insights, and until the next time, may the dice always roll in your favor.